My husband is a stuffy traditionalist, the kind of man who refuses to sleep with me. To keep me at bay, he buttons his pajamas up to the very top button every night and even tucks a Bible under my pillow before we go to sleep. I'd finally had enough and was about to file for divorce when a string of comments suddenly materialized before my eyes. Poor Dragon Lord. This side character is so blind. He's not putting a Bible under your pillow. It's the art. 108 positions. Why don't you just touch him? If he wasn't so scared of freaking you out, he would have taken you hard a long time ago. I froze, pulling back the divorce papers I was about to hand him. Then, I reached out and grazed his abs. The man's expression was indifferent. What are you doing? His voice was as cool and detached as ever. The floating comments continued to scroll past. Is the male lead a ninja? How can he hold back like this? It's the third day of his heat. It's not his fault. He's just terrified of scaring her off, so he's forcing himself to be a perfect gentleman. He's hopelessly in love with her. I casually shifted my gaze away from the comments. Nothing. There was just a smudge on your shirt. I was just wiping it off for you. Arthur Price didn't say a word, just stared at me for so long I started to think he'd figured out I was planning to divorce him. Nervous, I was about to crumple the divorce papers in my hand when I saw him grab his bathrobe and head into the bathroom. My heart sank. I barely touched him, and he had to go wash himself? Is he really that repulsed by me? But the comments were going wild. Silly girl, he's not washing you off. He finally lost it. She just touched him and he's already in the shower taking a cold one. He's in there whispering her name. My face flushed. An hour later, Arthur emerged from the bathroom, his voice much clearer. There's a charity gala hosted by the Landon Group tonight. You're coming with me. I frowned. I don't think so. Those events are always so boring and exhausting. Arthur reached out and grabbed my sleeve, his tone softening into something almost like a plea. Just this once. The comments exploded. He's lowering himself to ask her, but she's still going to refuse and go find that model. The Dragon Lord, abandoned during his heat, only to find his wife with another man. He'll be heartbroken, and that's when the female lead comes in to save him. Their love story starts tonight. Just agree. If you don't, it's game over for you two tonight. A shiver ran down my spine. The refusal on the tip of my tongue took a sharp turn. Fine. I'll humor you this time. The comments went nuts. Wait, what? How did she agree? Arthur seemed to let out a quiet sigh of relief. Before, I would never have noticed. But now, a comment reading, "A dragon's erogenous zone is there," emboldened me to take a closer look. And that's when I saw it. The corners of his eyes were tinged with red, a stark contrast to his usual cool demeanor. A suspicious, feverish heat seemed to radiate from his entire body. On a whim, I reached out and touched his neck. Arthur shuddered violently, his breath catching in his throat. His Adam's apple bobbed. You. Startled, I snatched my hand back. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I won't touch you again. This was the complete opposite of the tail wagging for pets reaction the comments described. At my core, I'm a shameless simp for a handsome face. The first time I saw Arthur Price 3 years ago, I was completely smitten. A year ago, when I heard the Price family was arranging a marriage, I fought my way through a sea of heiresses to marry into his family. Who knew that after tying the knot, I'd be living like a widow? But now, I looked at the man whose face was beet red from a single touch. I stroked my chin with my free hand. Maybe I could hold out for a few more days. Based on these comments, we might actually sleep together soon. And I'm supposed to just hand him over to some female lead at a time like this? Not a chance in hell. Arthur's body was rigid, a flash of embarrassed anger on his cool face. Don't do that. He lowered his eyes, his puppy dog gaze looking a little misty. Stroking my chin like that, it's like petting a dog. It's humiliating. I snatched my hand back, forcing a laugh. Sorry, I zoned out. Would you believe I meant to stroke my own chin? Arthur's brow furrowed, his expression